Swordfish, the lady that Kazuhiro was just like, oh right, and boy, it was Pervin. Donkey. Pelican. And mess hall for you. Got two motherfuckers in the goddamn Frill Shark looks like he's got good stats too. Once he's fully healed, that is. Okay, R&D. Anything I could possibly do? Damn, that M60's not ready yet. I'll just have to go without it. Yeah, I'll just have to go without it. It looks like that stuff's already fully healed. I'll just go without it. It's fine. Just gotta make sure to have the supply drops and shit on me. Stuff won't actually even help me here, but pupa. It's not the enemy's pupil weapon in its tracks.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no idea how to bring it down.
I have an idea.
Maybe the scientist knows. However you do it, take that thing out.
I have an idea. Mission prep.
Let's rock.
Okay. We're just gonna rock with what we got. To see if that's enough. I'm hoping it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be. All he did was take his shirt. Let's fucking do this. The rail cannon looked like it's gonna be a fucking problem. Okay. We need to be quick, precise.
That's an AI weapon, the Pupa. It's fast, so be careful. Aim for the cylindrical AI
Yeah, I know.
pod.
Just need to watch my ass and not get hurt, because that's where a lot of this damage is going to be coming. Definitely likes to block a good portion of the room. Oh. Don't do that. Fuck. How did I... Oh, God. How did I miss? How the fuck? Damn it. That's dope shit. Oh, shit. Oh my god.
There'll be some warning signs when it's coming out.
That's the warning sign. We don't want that. Alright, so eventually I'm gonna have to call for on this. Oof. get him over here, did she? Oh, fuck. Gotta use. Walkman. I have more rations. Fuck. Trigger. Set shit down. I need that. Yep. Is that not working? Ow!
They've okayed the request for support.
Send me some
They're
supplies
sending
before I
out a
fucking
cardboard
die.
box as we speak.
No!
What's wrong, boss? Respond! Boss!
We'll do it again. That's fine. With the equipment that I had, I only got her to half. I got this thing to half health, so we should be okay. I'm not gonna waste any bullets on you. Not yet, because I gotta do something.
That's an AI weapon. The pupa. It's fast, so be careful.
Ow! You fucking game. Make sure I have this set already. Set it down. Fuck you! Yeah. This back out.
Aim for the cylindrical AI pod.
She's gonna run me over. She's gonna run me over. Fuck me, man.
Engaging shock unit.
Those lightning rods out. They direct its electroshock attack.
Fuck. Someone.
There'll be some warning signs when it's coming out.
I guess while she is busy doing that whole thing.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Lay down. Lay down.
Engaging shock unit.
Figure it wouldn't, but I tried.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
High voltage incoming.
Bitch. I miss. Get up. Come on, Snake.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Engine shot here.
I missed.
Whoa! Look at that thing move! I amaze myself sometimes. Sorry.
Oh. There's not a damn thing I can do about that. Maybe not.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Fuck out of here.
Engine shot here.
It doesn't have that much health left. Yeah.
Blow the hatch and climb into the AI pod!
Others outside. Others outside. Others outside. Others outside. Others outside.
You should be able to get in the AI pod!
Take that. Okay, a little mini game thing that's about to happen here, I believe.
Pull out all the AI's memory boards before the pod's ejected. The black memory boards are locked. Go after the boards with icons over them. You can unlock memory boards by destroying the mechanical components that they control. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed on them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want.
Take all these. Should be all of them. There's nothing else to remove.
No good! That one's broken!
Okay, so if there's nothing else to remove, that's it. Alright. Mission complete. Goddamn fucking fighting Metal Gears already.
That was an unmanned weapon. A prototype. I made it myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to, anyway. Name's Huey.
What's up, Huey?
And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies. I'm here to catch Ulysses.
Goddamn, bro.
Ulysses? Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. We need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
I did just kill
Anyway,
much stuff.
long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes.
I like his
no.
euphemisms for for
was
these
that
fucking
thing?
things. It's
What
so
are they
good.
doing here?
Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist.
No, definitely not.
The nukes
I mean, I
were
just have an
loaded on that
affinity for
machine. The
catching and
project's
destroying
entering
big
its final
butterflies.
phase.
Project.
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned.
Robots. The one you just fought was a pupa. There's also a flying type called Chrysalis and a treaded type, the Cocoon. Motor control, target detection, tracking, attack, capture, and transport functions are all controlled by an electronic brain. There's no need for a human pilot.
Zoom in.
They can only follow simple commands, though.
Why build them here?
For the CIA. They invited me here a year ago.
That's who that guy was.
CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot Cold. Apparently he was some sort of hero
Hot
back at the height of the
Coldman.
Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Great,
Peace Walker.
yeah, I got that achievement a while ago. I know what it is.
They're going to deploy a
Don't
new
kill
type of
nobody.
nuclear weapon along the Caribbean
Oh,
coast
wait.
of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Unmanned nuclear platform.
A fail deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent.
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
Legs. Walking power. A mobile launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did the assembly and field testing here.
It looks like we're actually done recording.
Walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
The missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. But they'd actually need to deploy dozens of them. Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also serve as a demonstration for the folks back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect deterrent works?
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say Country X launches first against Country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike every time, without needing human input to make the call. Launching a nuclear strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coldman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence will be complete.
And you believe him?
I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence.
Why?
My father worked on the Manhattan Project. He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do end up launching, it'll all have been for nothing. They've got to be stopped.
Where'd they take the warheads?
To a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there, attack that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum. But for nuclear deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it. Very hush-hush.
Dr. Strangelove.
Strangelove was recruited from the States, too. In the field of AI, there's no one better, that's for sure. But man, what a basket case. She hates everybody. Go to the lab and destroy Peace Walker's cerebrum. I'm pretty sure they haven't finished the final calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
What's this? A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate, I'm probably already halfway to hell anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
Yeah.
I'm probably better suited to something like that than this paradise.
Good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me. I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake. That name seems familiar somehow.
Shut up.
That's probably just Asian.
Shut up.
See that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Oh, giggity giggity. Alright. And this chapter's actually over. I went and looked just to make sure. I was like, how many more missions I got left? So this chapter's actually done. lethal force, yeah. I'm going it alone. Definitely gonna need them night vision goggles.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey, how are you feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D
You
section.
already know where your ass
I'm pretty
is
sure
going.
I'll be of some use.
That
Once
was
we have
obvious.
the necessary materials and blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Anyway, if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact me. I've been given my own frequency.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans.
Okie dokie.
Hey, boss, you mind if we powwow for a sec?
What now? MSF brand ration?
Actually, that sounds... No. With all the men we have now, it may be time we started sending some of them to other countries.
You mean dispatching mercs?
How else are we gonna keep feeding the crew we have?
I know. You're right.
Okay, to deploy troops, select Outer Ops from the Mother Base menu. If it goes really well, we might even get new recruits, weapon design specs, or leads on new missions. We can deploy any vehicles or large-scale weapons in our arsenal as well.
And if things don't go really well?
Yeah, we could lose men. I won't try and force you. You're the one calling the shots here, boss.
So basically, that'll be all that stuff I'll take care of on the side. So let's head back to Mother Base, finish off the last bit, and then when we do see the... I think the next mission is 100%, it will say Chapter 2, so... Let me go ahead and do the last bit of assigning. That would have fucking helped me a while ago. Gotta make sure we take that, that thing with us, that card. I wonder if it might already be in there, but we better make sure we take it anyway. Alright, Huey, yeah, you are definitely going there. Chaff grenades will help. Round indicator rank 2. Anybody still in the sick bay? Okay. Yeah, I fucked them dudes up. Alright, Outer Ops. No, I don't need a tutorial. I know how it works. Okay, so basically as the dot gets bigger, the threats get a lot more crazy. So basically, combat unit. We're gonna send Wolverine. And, you know, we'll send a tank. We'll send the tank. Yeah, and we'll send him with, like, Alligator. And, Bluegill. There we go. Let's launch an attack. Yep. Let's see how that goes. And then they're already on a mission, so then we'll make another team. Send you. And you. And we'll send a mech. Okay. Should be grossly unfair. Let me send one more. Okay. There we go. We'll send those two. And I think we've got those covered. Okay. R&D. Get this under development. Because while I'm doing all these side missions, the rest of the stuff will get done. So... now that that is all good. Alright, we don't have anything in the shops. We need to get that done too. Because the better, when you're upgrading equipment and shit like... Let's cancel that. We don't want Anyway, I will see you guys next time where we take on Chapter 2. Till then.